And we need to be fighting against that right now. So when somebody has that attitude, you know, you're just not going to get anywhere with it on the Second Amendment, or even coded Constitution. The better way is to ask them what their alternatives are, because that's always of interest, and that's usually where their frustration sets in. You know, the best way to find out somebody on taxes is not to argue with them that it's too much taxes, but to ask them how much is enough taxes. Because most of the left's arguments are oppositional arguments. They're all about why this is bad, and that's bad, and this is polluting, and this is wrong, and this is hateful, and this, okay. Well, what's your argument? How much taxes should we pay? You know, what's enough? How much is enough? What kind? How many? Should anybody be able to own a gun? Should be, you know? What about speech? You know, should Rush Limbaugh have a radio show? You know, should that be permissible? Ask them what their plan is. What's the plan? You don't like this plan. What's your plan? And what you're going to find is most of the time there's no plan, or it gets like Marxism. For those of you that read Das Kapital or something like that, it's, you know, 900 pages of pretty adroit criticism and about 100 pages of a bunch of ideas to solve it that a ninth grader would come up with if he was shut in. You know, well, we'll just get rid of the governmental wither, and, you know, it's never even come close to happening when people have used Marxism or even serious socialism. It's just like, it's a little bit like how people that say they're socialists don't like being reminded that isn't the whole Nazi word National Socialism? You know, isn't that what socialism is? National Socialism. No, same reason they don't like that. Because those are the kind of plans that ultimately that you come up with, is you nationalize everything, you take everything over, but they're not very clear. So ask them what the plan is. Because what you're going to get on the Second Amendment, if people are honest, is that you just shouldn't have guns. Period. No people should have guns, or the police, and maybe the military. And the police only if they're not, you know, shooting certain kinds of people in certain situations with bullets that might hurt them. I mean, we got people out there that are trying to put a ban in Wisconsin on hollow point ammunition. We have a legislator, I can't remember which state it is. Oh my gosh, is it Maryland or something? I wish I could remember I had it with me. Who, before you can buy ammunition, she must put a bill in, she got to take an anger control class. You know, this is all about an idea, and I think that last one is especially important, because it goes back to what we were just talking about. What do they think about you? That they think if you need to buy ammunition, you have to take anger control classes. Doesn't that tell you what they're really thinking? Yeah, they think you're crazy, angry, you know. That's why it's important to understand that.
You've been listening to too much TV.
So yeah, so that tells you what it's really about. So my answer to all of this stuff is ask them what they want to trade for a valuable right, and what proof do they have that it does any good, because they don't really have it. And then ask them what their plan is, because without opposition, they don't really have a plan. They're just opposed to what our ideas. You know, and it all starts falling apart and getting very childlike when you ask them what their plans are. So, but we have a good chance to fight this, and I think in the long run, we will be glad if they try this Second Amendment stuff, because it's going to pull people together. I haven't seen anything like it since we had the early days of the Tea Party in 2009. Obamacare. So I think it's a good debate. You know, ask people where they stand on it. When I was at Second Amendment rally, I asked people, I said, well, the County Sheriff's Association has come out with all the sheriffs in the state of Colorado signing a letter in opposition to the bills. What about the chiefs of police? Nobody, I don't know. Chiefs of police support the magazine ban, they support the back. So what about the chief of police in Grand Junction? Where's he stand on that? He belongs to that organization. Anybody ask him? Does anybody know? I don't know. Where's he stand on that? We don't even ask. I mean, do you support your own organization or not? Not a clue. Take care of stuff at home, folks. You know, get stuff. You know, stop worrying so much about what Rand Paul's doing, and I love Rand Paul, but do something here. Where do you think these guys get started? You know, that's why it's important to do these races, like Duncan. You know, and Sam's trying out there. He's, you know, Sam's had a tough time. A 26-year-old man, look at him. He's still looking good, but this is what being on that council's done. Pay attention to this stuff. This is where it all starts. You know, where do these guys stand on these issues? Where do they stand on the Second Amendment? Where does their employee? Remember, we don't elect the chief of police. He's just another department head over here. Just like the sewer manager and the guy that, you know, runs out here and manages the park system. He's just an employee with a lot of power over him. What does he think about this? Make the council ask him. You know, you ask him. Ask people stuff like that. Don't get away with it. You know, and if they're and stop them here. Don't wait till they're in Congress or at the state legislature. You know, put the brakes on it here. That's how that you protect your rights. You know, by the time you get to Washington, heck, they probably can't find the state they're from on a map most of the time. So, pay attention to that. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I spoke too long. Thanks, everybody.